Which country is deregulating cryptocurrency? Which cryptocurrency is possibly going to see some short-term gains? And which sufferers of certain bankruptcies are finally going to be getting paid back? That's in today's video. If you guys enjoy these daily updates, you got to hit subscribe. If you want to know which cryptocurrencies Toby and I are investing in, how we are securing them, and thoroughly ready to enjoy this bull market up and coming, you got to check out the home of the CT Club at learningcrypto.com. And for those of you that do want to join learningcrypto.com, I highly encourage that you join before January 1st, 2024. Join up on December 30th, December 31st, today, tomorrow, anytime before January 1st, 2024, because you will be grandfathered in at the current price of the CT Club. And on January 1st, 2024, that price is going up. So if you've been on the fence, I highly recommend you get on it because the days are ticking away and the price is going to increase, and I don't want you to miss it. First, let's talk about the good news. Argentina is deregulating a lot of things, thanks to the new president there, Milei. He's got some plans, and this doesn't explicitly explain cryptocurrencies, but let me just go ahead and read this for you. So basically, Argentina, this new government, is allowing people the chance to declare any holdings that they have in cryptocurrency as a form of kind of like a clean slate. And the taxes that they're paying, that it would be a flat rate depending on how soon you report which cryptocurrencies you're holding. This could be possibly opening the door for them to be embracing cryptocurrencies in their general economy. Let's go ahead and let's look at the actual tax rate. So it says all the taxpayer would have to pay in the framework of such a regularization scheme is a flat tax on assets. 5% if he declares holdings by the end of March 2024, 10% starting from April till the end of June 2024, and 15% starting from July till the end of September 2024. So basically, the longer you wait to declare, the more taxes you're going to be paying. Also, in this article, it talks about Diana Mondino, the Minister of Foreign Affairs, claimed that a decree aimed at economic reform and deregulation would allow the use of Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies in the country under certain conditions. So that's pretty cool. And it is developing. Now, what they're going to do with this information and how they're going to be taxing cryptocurrencies in the future is, of course, yet to be seen. Also, Javier Milei has yet to explicitly make a public statement about cryptocurrencies and how he plans for them to work or not work in his economy. But so far, so good, it seems, at least. 5% is a very friendly tax rate for anyone who's wanting to go ahead and be open about that to their government in Argentina. Now let's talk about what's happening with Coinbase. Apparently, Coinbase's reserves of Ethereum are dipping. That means that people are taking Ethereum off of the exchange's hands. Basically, they're sending it to wallets that aren't in Coinbase's control. They could be doing this for staking purposes, for other DeFi uses, or just to go ahead and take ownership over them. And the last two stories might be a good reminder for anyone who has funds on an exchange like Coinbase, and you want to go ahead and make sure that you don't get caught up in a bankruptcy proceeding. Not saying that Coinbase is going to go bankrupt, but there are certain fallacies of this third-party custodianship that rests between you and your cryptocurrencies that Coinbase makes a lot of money doing, and you just don't know what they're doing with their funds. So the point is that usually when this happens, when the Ethereum reserves of Coinbase dip, it usually means that the price of Ethereum can see a little bit of a pump. Usually it's because people don't plan to sell. Coins are moved onto an exchange means that there's going to be possibly a dip, and coins moving off of exchanges means that there's going to be a little bit of a supply crunch. It's always worth it to note that just as easily these funds leaving the exchange, they could be sent right back if people want to sell it as well. But in the meantime, for the short term, this is good news for Ethereum holders or anyone who wants to take self-custody over their cryptocurrencies. Highly recommend it. Next up, we have to talk about the payouts for FTX. The values have been announced, proposed. The creditors of FTX, those who had funds on FTX and are waiting to get repaid, can still fight back or disagree with these prices, but it looks like they're valuing their Bitcoin at $16,000 levels, Ethereum at $1,200 levels, and Solana at $16 levels. That one is probably the most painful. What this means is basically the opposite of dollar cost averaging. It means they're not going to be paid the amount of Bitcoin that they had. They're going to be paid the dollar amount of Bitcoin back in 2022 when it went down. Also, this article is interestingly saying, according to the filing, the rest of the crypto assets would go to non-customer creditors, including shareholders. Almost a decade later, we are still talking about Mt. Gox, the first and most infamous example of the fallacy of third party and custodianship. There's people who have been waiting for 10 years to get repayments from a bankruptcy proceeding from Mt. Gox. And not only that, some aren't getting their proper repayments, some are getting paid double. So despite this being a nearly decade effort to get these people their funds back, when it actually is coming time to it, they're having some trouble. But let this serve as a reminder, again, take custody over your coins. For some reason, that's a lesson that more and more people need to learn as every cycle we go through. Also, let's note of the fear, uncertainty, and doubt, the FUD, regarding the Mt. Gox payments. A lot of people were thinking that these people who have been waiting so long to get their Bitcoin back are just going to be dumping it on the market. Well, I hope that these people wait till the bull market so they can get as much as they can if they want to sell their Bitcoin. If they were to continue holding it, then all the power to them. But basically, it looks like this liquidity of Bitcoin supply from Mt. Gox entering the market is going to be a drop in the bucket compared to the buying pressure that is completely inevitable from these institutional investors that need to accumulate Bitcoin to service their Bitcoin spot ETFs. I don't know about you, but I'm going to do my best not to sell BlackRock my Bitcoin. You know what I mean? That's going to wrap it up for today's episode. Stay tuned for future episodes in the next few days where Toby and I are going to go over our predictions for 2024. Take it with a grain of salt. Take it with a sense of humor, because that's the way that we're going to be giving it. Anyways, thank you for watching. Hit like and subscribe. I'll see you soon.